Hello, everyone, and welcome to BryceBits, where you can get a little bit of wisdom. I'm Bryce Newberger. I'm a pastoral mentor with Side-by-Side Counseling based in Arizona. Let's dive on in. So we're in Bad Roommates, which is always a little bit more of a breath of fresh air. So let's check this one out. My roommate's freak out and his enabling family. That's a good, summary. Let's read this one. Roommate lost it trying to get his cats. Okay, trying to get his cats. I guess he wanted to take them to go spend the night at his new girlfriend's house. He was screaming for 40 minutes, throwing stuff across the room, literally flipped couches over before they kept running away from him. I wonder why. I'm staring here like, what the heck? My dog is shaking from fear. Meanwhile, his uncle also lives with us, is just sitting on his butt, laughing at memes on his phone. He finally catches these cats and leaves for the night, cussing the whole way out. The entire living room looked like a bomb went off, and as usual, he didn't pick anything up. I tell his uncle, it's this stuff I've been dealing with for the past 4 months before you moved in with us. And he goes on and on about excuses for him. Well, it's just a troubled kid, XYZ, and starts cleaning up my roommate's mess as always. I tell him, you guys always make excuses for him. He doesn't say anything back. Roommate is 20 years old, okay, young, but not a kid. Doesn't contribute with cleaning anything. Okay, that's not okay. Or picking up after himself. That's not okay. His family does it for him. We good? Yeah. For him. So when they leave, he knows zero responsibility. Just throws me excuses. I'm sick, so I can't take the trash out, or I don't feel well. So I'll move my laundry over later. Every time I confront him, and everybody treats me like I'm the bad guy for saying this stuff. He'll eat my food and use my detergent, but I'm in the wrong for speaking up. I'm only a 19-year-old female, but I'm pretty sure screaming and flipping couches over a 15-pound animal isn't normal. I'm so done. Okay. Let's talk about this. You're a 19-year-old female. Your roommate, who is a male, he's got family around, so it sounds almost like you're living with the family more than his family's moving in with you guys. You said his uncle got there, but his family's making excuses, his family's cleaning up. So it definitely, to me, sounds like you are in a home that is mostly owned by your roommate and taken over by him. I would get out. That is a family system. So there's a system of enabling this person, and you can't force someone to get help who doesn't want it, and they're not likely to find it with a enabling system like that just excuses his behavior. Now, I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know if he's bipolar. I don't know if he's a dangerous schizophrenic. I don't know if he's undergoing massive psychosis, right? I don't know what's going on. But, he could have diagnoses that I'm unaware of. But even so, even if he does, that's not a great place for you to live, So I would say, you said you're so done. I would be done. I would get out. That's not a good place for you. So, yeah. So there's definitely even just being in that environment can take a toll on you. You can be traumatized by that. So when someone's yelling and flipping and screaming, that will, if you're a healthy human being with a regular nervous system, that should trigger an amygdala response. It should trigger a danger response in you. Your body should process that as danger. If it doesn't, that's not good. If it used to, and you've gotten used to it, it doesn't anymore, that's also not good, because those systems exist to warn you of problems. And so I have a friend who's in a very bad situation, very similar to this, but it's his wife instead of him, instead of a roommate. And my warning to him has been, this comes at a cost. The way we're built, the way we're designed, the way that human beings work, you will not come out of this unscathed. There will be work in trauma recovery that you need to go through from all of this. So I would say you're a 19-year-old female, get out. Run is what I would say. Go live with your parents. Find another room. Do what you can. We would. If we were working together, right? I would look at creative ways that you could survive long enough to exit, because there's times to communicate. And you should, while you're there, you should do your best to try and communicate. This is not okay. This is not good. I would be worried with a violent male versus who's older than you. At 20 is a year older, physically probably stronger. you're younger, you're female. Like I would almost be worried for you that like if you confront him and he's so violent and it's all been excused, that this could be a dangerous situation for you. And I would say this is probably a dangerous situation. So, yeah, like I'm worried about your mental health. I'm worried about your own well-being. I'm worried about you physically. I'm worried about you mentally. When it comes to finances, move in with your parents, do what you can, but everything comes at a cost. And right now, the cost is not just money. It's not just rent. It is your mental health. It's your physical well-being. Your poor dog as well being in that situation, right? Like even if you just want to focus on your animal, that's not great for your dog to be in that situation. It's not healthy for your dog. And God forbid your dog bite him, or something. If he's a threat to you and your dog reacts in a way where he bites him, and now the family's going to be like, let's put the dog down, So yeah. There's no excuse to act this way. I don't care what your diagnosis is. I don't care what's going on in your life. If it is, you shouldn't have, like if you're living with it. And I knew when I was a kid, my brother lived in a duplex, and the people who shared the other half of the house, right, a duplex, they had a dangerous schizophrenic daughter who, man, the dad was like a Marine. He loved his daughter, and she was literally diagnosed a schizophrenic, and she was dangerous, and she would have sharp objects and knives, and she'd freak out. She'd flip the dad over. She'd stab the dad, all sorts of stuff. And luckily, it was a duplex. There's a dividing line. My brother was okay. My niece was okay. My sister-in-law was okay. But this guy sounds dangerous. He sounds unhinged, and I would not want you in that, especially without a good support system. So get out. Okay, let's look at some of the comments. That one's too long. Okay, let's look here. I feel bad for you, the cat, the uncle who sat around. Just overall bad situation. Yeah. You are being bullied. Yeah, that's excuse me. That's can we make this work? You are being bullied. Yeah, that's true. So are those poor cats. Yeah. They do not like freakouts, and they usually, like poor animals, poor cats, poor dog, like not really poor uncle. That's on the uncle. Like he's laughing at it. He's enabling it. That's on him. He's making excuses for it. Op says, I feel sorry for them. I don't like cats. I'll be honest. I'm not a cat person. I had a cat for a long time. Loved my cat. It died of natural causes. And I was really sad when my cat died. I will never have a cat again. Especially don't like his, not any fault of their own. He just doesn't discipline or clean up after them. That's gross. It's made me resentful. Yeah, I can understand that. But they were terrified and peeing everywhere. Yeah. Okay, let's see. And then one little update here. I gotta trick my thing to show it. There we go. Just spoke with Roommate's dad about it, since he's a family friend. Yeah, that tells me more about the situation. It really does seem like you're living with this family. And the only one who ever tried disciplining the roommate when he was a kid, and also the only one who tried holding him accountable for the stuff, but would get shut down every time by his grandparents when he tried grounding him. That man needs to learn how to discipline his own kids. His dad is going to talk with his grandparents, who Roomie and I rent from. There it is. You live with the grandparents. Okay. And suggest they kick him out. All right. Not just because of this incident, but also because of a plethora of other things too. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah. That family dynamic is not healthy. The grandparents are involved. The dad didn't really parent his kid. I would escape if I were you. I would get out of that if I were you. That's my advice to you. I would seek a healthier living situation. That's my advice. If that advice sounds interesting to you, and if you are going through a situation with a troublesome roommate or just difficult life circumstances that you'd like to talk about, you can schedule a free session with me over at sidebysideaz.com. It's a little 15-minute consultation. I'm not a stickler of the time. I don't care if we go over, so we can just talk and make sure we're a good fit. If we are, we can do some work together. If not, maybe I could refer you to someone else. Either way, I wish you guys the best of luck, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.